Hey everyone, it's me Bailey and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I will be swapping my screen time for reading time for the next 3 days. So I am starting this video a little bit later in the day. It is already like 12:30, but I wanted to go ahead and start even though it is a little bit later, because I believe there's still plenty of enough time in today for me to be able to do this. So basically what's going to be happening is I'm going to go into my phone where it tells me how much time I spend on my phone, and I'm going to take that amount of time and turn it into reading time. So I'm a little bit nervous because I just know that it's probably going to be bad. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go into my screen time. So I'm gonna throw up a screenshot of what it is. So my screen time is an average of 6 hours and 32 minutes per day. So yeah, definitely I spend a majority of my time on TikTok and Instagram. However, I have recently started implementing screen time like locks, so that way it'll like lock me out after a certain amount of time, just because I do want to start spending a little bit less time on my phone. So I generally have it to where I'm allowed to where I set like an hour and a half for TikTok, an hour for Instagram, an hour for Facebook, things like that, just that way I'm not spending so much time on my phone, because that is something that I definitely have had problems with in the past. So I think this video is going to be a really good experiment to see how I can turn my screen time into reading time. So with that being said, I do have some books that I want to possibly try to get read during this time. So the first book is going to be an ebook on Kindle, and it is going to be The High Risk Rookie by Odette Stone. This is the 4th book in the Vancouver Wolves series. I believe this is the final book. I'm not 100% sure because this book did just come out in 2021, so I don't know if there is more in the works or not, but hopefully there is, because I really love this series and I'm really enjoying it. So that is going to be one of the books. And then of course I have my whole entire February TBR as well that I still have to get through. I have actually read 3 books off my TBR so far, but I do still have the rest of my TBR. So not exactly sure which books I will be focusing on during this video. However, I have been reading Anatomy by Dana Swartz, and I think I would like to possibly finish listening to this on audio. It is currently March 11th and I still have not done my March reading journal spread, so I was thinking I would maybe do that sometime while I listen to Anatomy. I also am still currently reading House of Sky and Breath by Sarah J. Maas, so this is also an option as well. I'm not like super far into this. I'm only on page 279, so I still have like over half of this book left, so this is an option as well. And then 3 other books that I did kind of pull out as maybes for this video are Emma by Jane Austen, which is my book club book since the 90s book club pick for March. I feel like I don't know if I'll pick this one up just because it is still kind of early in the month, and so I am thinking I might want to read this a little bit later in the month, but this is definitely still on the radar to possibly pick up this weekend, especially considering it is a classic, and I feel like since it is a classic it might take me a little bit longer to get through it. Also, I'm not sure if this is written in like Old English or New English, So if it's written in Old English, then it'll definitely take me a while to get through. So yeah, this is on the radar for this weekend. The next book that is also on the radar for this weekend is Say Anything by Sarah Dessen, and this is just like a little romance book that maybe I will get to. I'm not exactly sure what this is about. I've literally had this forever, and so yeah, I'm not exactly sure, but maybe. I don't know. And then also I do have A Curse of Dark and Lonely that I might want to start during this as well. So I feel like I have a pretty diverse like selection of things that I'm possibly going to want to start or finish during this time that I'm spending less time on my phone. Not to mention that I did just recently get my book of the month in the mail the other day, and I did get some good books in here that I could also possibly see myself picking up. Like, I really want to read Dating Dr. Dill, and so this is also an option as well, but I probably don't need to read this quite yet because I do need to focus on my TBR probably a little bit more than my book of the month books at the moment. So we'll just kind of see what the vibes are for this weekend, and we'll just kind of take it, I guess, hour by hour. Since my screen time is so high, I think I am going to try and actually do the amount of time that it does say. So it does say 6 hours and 32 minutes, so I think I am going to try to do 6 hours and 32 minutes of reading for the next 3 days. So we will see how that works out. I definitely do think that it is doable. I do have some homework to do as well throughout this time, so during that time I might not count that as reading time, even if I am listening to an audiobook during that. So I think I have pretty much covered everything for that. I do have to leave to go get my groceries here in a few minutes, so I think once I get back from doing that, that is when I will start reading. So yeah, literally this is probably the longest intro ever, but yeah, we'll see. I think that is probably going to be it for this little bit of an update. The first book that I think I'm going to start with is going to be my ebook for High Risk Rookie, and so I will be, instead of reading it on my phone, which is how I have been reading, I am going to use my Kindle. So literally I have my Kindle, and yeah, I'm still reading on my phone. I don't know what that's about, but I will be using my Kindle instead of my phone to read. So yeah, so I think I'm probably actually going to go ahead and start this because I haven't gotten the notification that my groceries are ready just yet. So I think I will go ahead and start High Risk Rookie while I'm waiting for that notification, and then I will keep going throughout the rest of the day. So like I said, I'm going to try and get 6 hours and 32 minutes of reading time in today. So with that being said, I will update you guys again in a little bit. Hey guys, so it has been about 3 hours and 10 minutes since I started reading, and I am halfway through High Risk Rookie. So it's been about 3 hours, and I'm on page 195 of 393, and it says that I have about 2 hours and 55 minutes left. So I think I'll probably end up finishing this before my 6 hours is up. So yeah, I have about 3 hours and 12 minutes left, or I guess 22 minutes left actually. So I'm gonna keep reading and I'll probably update you guys again either when I finish this book or when my time is up. Hey guys, so I just ended up finishing the High Risk Rookie and I still have 36 minutes and 53 seconds left of my 6 hours and 32 minutes. So I'm thinking I might pick up House of Earth and Blood and read that. So now that I finished that, I'm just like, I don't know, but I still have 36 minutes, so I guess I will just go ahead and pick up House of Sky and Breath and read that for a little bit and see. So I guess that's gonna be it for this update, and I'll update you guys again later. Good morning guys. So it is now day 2 of me switching my screen time for reading time, and have to say I have already been on my phone today for about 2.5 hours. So I think I'm gonna start my 6 hours and 32 minutes of reading time right now. So it looks like my daily average has actually gone down some from 6:32 to 6:16. So I'm gonna go ahead and still do the 6:32. So I'll probably start that now because yeah, I'm not doing anything else. Like I'm not being productive or anything. Like I'm just sitting here on my phone. So I am gonna start reading. I'm gonna set a timer. So yesterday I started with like the stopwatch, but I think if I set like the timer like this, I think it'll be like better for me to like keep track of the time, so I don't have to keep like checking on it. So I am gonna set it for 6 hours and 32 minutes, and I think I'm gonna pick up House of Sky and Breath. So I did pick this up last night for a little bit, and I only had about 30 minutes left when I picked this up last night, but I did end up reading a little bit more after my time was up. So I did end up making it to page 318, which I think I started at like 270 something. So I didn't make too much progress, but hopefully I can get a lot of this read today. So we'll see. But yeah, so like I said, I think I'm gonna go ahead and start my timer and get to reading. it is later and I do still have about 2 hours and 18 minutes left. So it's been about 4 hours and I have been reading House of Sky and Breath. I'm currently on page 467, so I feel like I've made pretty good progress in this. I am a little bit over halfway at this point, so I've been getting this read. Do I think I'll finish this tonight? Who knows? Probably not, but who knows? Do I think I'll finish it this weekend? Maybe. It depends on how I'm feeling tomorrow. Also, please excuse my closet being open in the background, but yeah. So I did just want to update. I think I'm getting ready to make some dinner really quickly, and then I will start my timer back and read some more of this. So yep. Hey guys, so it is a little bit later and my time is up as far as my 6 hours goes, but I did want to give a little bit of an update on my reading progress in House of Sky and Breath. So I have made it to page 558. It has been a few minutes since the timer did go off, so I did read a little bit more, but so I have read about 240 pages during this 6.5 hours. Usually I do read a little bit faster than that, but since this is like technically considered a high urban fantasy, I am taking it a little bit slower, plus I am annotating, so that does take up a little bit of time as well. So that's why I didn't get super far into this, but I do think that I am going to put this down for the night, and I think I am going to pick up something on Kindle Unlimited. It's not going to be like a part of this video per se, but I think my brain just needs a break from this and I need something a little bit more light. So but yeah, so with that being said, I probably will update you guys tomorrow and I will see about finishing this. I haven't done any homework, so I will have to do that tomorrow because it'll be due tomorrow. So I'll have to do that, and I probably will listen to Anatomy on audio. I don't know if I'll count that towards like my no screen time since I will be doing homework, but I don't know, we'll see. But I will, if I do end up finishing that, I will include it in this video. So yeah, but I think that's gonna be it for this little update right now, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, so it is now day 3 of me switching my screen time for reading time, and today has been a fail already. So I woke up for one way later than I expected to, so that's just like starting the day off just like not right. Second, I've had a headache for pretty much most of the day, so a lot of my day has been me like wanting to just go back to sleep because my head is hurting. So yeah, and then I also have homework to do that I still have not gotten done, and it is currently 5:30. So basically what I think is going to happen is I am going to try and still do the 6 hours and 30 minutes tonight. However, it is Sunday and I do have to work tomorrow at 8 a.m. So I'm not exactly sure how it's going to work out, but I will count me listening to an audiobook while I'm doing my homework as part of my screen time. So with that being said, while I'm doing my homework, I will be listening to Anatomy, a Love Story by Dana Schwartz. I am expecting to finish this while doing my homework. I am almost 60% into it, so it's possible that I don't end up finishing it, but I am expecting to finish it while doing my homework. And then once that is done, I will either pick up House of Sky and Breath or probably Saint Anything by Sarah Dessen. So it just depends on my homework and how slow I work. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and start doing my homework and set the timer for 6 hours and 32 minutes and get to reading. Hello, so I did just finish Anatomy, a Love Story by Dana Schwartz, and I'm going to be giving this 4 stars. So this is a gothic young adult horror, which I did not know until Tori from Tori Between Pages was talking about this on her Instagram story, which I had started it before I had seen her talking about it, and I didn't really do any research into it because I just got it from my library. And so she was talking about it on her Instagram story, and she said that it was a gothic horror, and I was like, okay, what? But now I understand, because when I started it, it was not giving me gothic horror vibes, but there at the end it definitely was. However, I'm giving it 4 stars because, so the beginning was a little bit slow, kind of boring, not gonna lie, so that did knock it down a little bit for me. However, it started to pick up there at the end, and then the ending for me ended, I feel like there was some loose ends that still needed to be tied up, as far as some of the things that had happened previously, so with some of the characters. So I mean, I feel like it ended pretty much closed, but there are a couple things that I was just kind of I had some questions about that I did want a couple of answers to. But other than that, really enjoyed it, 4 stars. So now I think I might start Saint Anything and see about it. I don't know if I'm super in the mood for that, so I think I'll probably read the first chapter, and if I'm not vibing, then I will switch to House of Sky and Breath. And I still have 4 hours and 47 minutes left, so I will be here for a while, and I'll update you guys again later. Hey guys, so future Bailey here, editing this video, and I just realized that I never actually ended up ending this video, so I basically just wanted to kind of give you my takeaways from this video. So obviously in the last clip you saw that it was 16 minutes and 42 seconds or something that I had left after finishing Saint Anything, so I did actually end up stopping there and not actually finishing out that 16 minutes because it was already almost midnight, and like I had said earlier, I did need to go to sleep so I could go to work the next day. But other than that, I feel like this experience was overall a positive one. And one that was really good. I do still feel like I ended up spending a lot of time on my phone before I started actually reading. So that's something that I'd probably need to work on as well. However, I do feel like I did get a lot of reading done when I was able to switch my screen time for reading time. So I feel like overall the purpose that the video was filmed for was met, and I feel like it basically did its job in getting me to read more and be on my phone less. So I'm happy that I did this experience and was able to get some good reading done. I do see myself probably doing this again in the future if this is something that you guys would like to see. But yeah, so that was going to be it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing to my channel. You don't have to. It would be awesome if you did, though. I will have all of my social medias linked in the description if you want to follow me or be friends, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!